Welcome. This video will walk you through a Proteus workspace solution that integrates planning and scheduling activities from an application like Microsoft Project or Primavera P6 with an ERP system that may have lower level details such as jobs, documents, material planning, and other such from systems such as SAP or IFS. Before Proteus, users would have to frequently spend hours extracting data from these systems into Excel to line everything up before they could start analyzing reports and make decisions on this new information. With Proteus, its outpatient appears as one, even though it's coming from multiple disparate sources. Here's a listing of all the activities coming from that scheduling system. We've got things like start and finish dates, codes, and such. For jobs coming from an ERP system, we have those lower level details with the same thing with the starts, finishes, and other codes that are applicable to those jobs. Within Proteus, we can integrate based on a common Rosetta Stone, the relationship between those jobs and the activities. Here I can expand down into an activity and see the 52 jobs that are supporting that activity. One thing to note as I drill down into that, I can look at the Gantt bar and see the shaded blue box here as the range of jobs that are supporting that activity. I can easily see that there's a misalignment and we might have folks on the floor working out of sequence to the requirement of the IMS or the network schedule. One step further, rather than going back to the originating source, within Proteus I could realign those jobs to fit within the span of the activity, making sure that things are getting done on time before impacting any successors. One of the other capabilities of Proteus is the ability to snapshot data. We're making live connections to these sources. I can easily come over at business interval and create a snapshot of that live data, and Proteus will automatically report changes to that over time, so as we're crunching and getting ready to close a weekend or a month end, we can see exactly what's changed from the previous snapshot. To siphon that integration, Proteus can continue to analyze a report and concentrate data for our visuals and analytics. Here's the completion metric showing percent completes over time for each of the activities and their finish date swim lane. If I want resource demands, I can come to run a histogram and get my time phase planned and expended and earned budgets for both jobs and activities. I could also split that up and break that out by various fields that are in the system. Perhaps I have an R3 field coded in the network schedule application that I can now break that histogram out by each of those disciplines. A lot of project stakeholders are very visual with what works are being performed, where it's being done, and on what pieces of the project. Here we could tie in a CAD/CAM system and have hotspots that allow users to see which activities are being worked on and in what areas. This could also show the jobs that are supporting that activity again. And finally, the dashboard control, of which is completely configurable, allows users to set up their own personal ways to slice and dice the data, very intuitively and easy by dragging and dropping controls and feeding data into those controls. This allows users to easily slice and dice and look at metrics through time and as needed in a live environment. So if you like streamlining the integration of your project data to facilitate better processes and more informed decision making, and you like what you saw, please contact SNA Software for a live demo, where we can solve your biggest challenges quickly with 4th generation software and BI for PPPM. Thank you.